Hello and welcome to the final week of the Scott Sportscast Fantasy Football League. It has been a crazy, impeccable, interesting, fun year, and looks like we got some championship matches to talk about here. So let me bring in my co-host here, George, Jeremy. How y'all doing?
What's up, y'all? Happy to be here. Happy to be in the championship round. Things are getting interesting. Man, just happy to be here.
Yo, what is going on, Scott Sportscast Nation? We're here. We're in the building. We're breaking down our Week 15 matchups. We're recapping, and then we're getting on to Championship Sunday, Week 16 for the Super Bowl. We're pumped.
Oh, yeah. So, a little bit of a spoiler alert there, Jeremy, but let's go ahead and take a look at last week's matchups and see where everybody ended up falling here in the first round of the playoffs. Week 15 here.
Tell you what, man, I've been spoiling that ever since I found out. No, I'm just telling everybody.
You should. I'd be happy too. Well, let's take a look at our constellation brackets first, since we'll get those real quick. Well, the host of both finally, after a long line of injuries, losing a star player for the entire year, fell all the way down, just like the Bears had that 6-7 game losing streak. Finally snapped it and played a lot better. But we had 8-1 Marmadens taking on the host of both and playing for fifth place here. And would you look at that? The host at both getting it done. This was a fun week. Really helped out that I hate to say it, Edward Hilaire kind of got taken out the game a little bit early. He easily probably could have got another touchdown in there near the goal line. Tom Brady came to play. David Montgomery came to play. Had 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's what you want to see out your running back. So one more week for this, and it looks like the host at Boast is going on to 5th or 6th place here. So nice way to come back from the bottom. Our next constellation match, and the one going on to play me in the constellation finals. Who would have guessed it? Big Mick Scott Lombardi putting up a whopping 145 points, and she needed every bit of it this week to take out Mariota. Had a little lamb who, man, talk about anyone worse having injuries all year. I'd have to give it to Mariota. He couldn't catch a break, it seemed like. Even with Derek Carr getting hurt, seemed to be probably one of the biggest things this week. Aaron Jones did his thing, and Ryan Tannehill going off for 40 points. I mean, talk about a nice switch-up play from Deshaun Watson. If you're going to play someone besides Deshaun Watson, they better put up over 30 points. Tannehill did that. So what did you guys think of these matchups here?
Yeah, they were pretty good. I think that Big Mick Scott Lombardi's squad, definitely was the most impressive victory, just because of, being the 8th seed, being last place. You got everything to lose, nothing to really win, and to go out there and put up some points like that is pretty cool.
like the Jets and the Bengals this week.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Jets and the Bengals. You too.
Very nice. What about you? What in the hell?
It was interesting, but I gotta say, I seen Big Scott Lombardi taking it. I don't know. I seen that one coming. I mean, yeah, you're right, because Mariota had a lot of lamb. Dude's been suffering from injuries just like you. Just like George, just like, I mean, this whole season's been whack, bro. like, like not whack as in like I don't know, trash or anything, but just a wacky season, man. COVID, these injuries that are happening. Saquon got hurt. Freaking McCaffrey was out all season, man. All these like, studs that people went for and they weren't even able to play them. You know what I mean? It's been a crazy season.
It's just been one of those years where expect the unexpected could never ring truer.
Who did Big Scott play for quarterback?
Mariota. Oh,
No.
Ryan Tannehill.
Put in Tannehill. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I don't blame her because I mean Watson doesn't have anybody to throw to.
Yeah.
Tannehill's actually been doing pretty well, man. I seen him on the waivers and I was almost debating on picking him up because I was but I don't like Tannehill, so I said no.
Yeah, and then he goes out there and drops 40 points.
I know.
5
man.
touchdowns. I mean, woo. Got to give it up for Tannehill on that one. All right, so let's go ahead and get to what we care about here, the championship bracket. So our first match, we had the number 1 taking on the number 4. Well, I guess tied for first, but Bang Bang Niner Gang taking on the Braveheart. And went a little bit as expected here. Just a sheer overpowering from Bang Bang Niner Gang. It's when all your players just consistently play well and you consistently put up over 120 points, you got a great shot to win every week. And when you put up under 100 points, you don't win. So impressive what Delvin Cook was able to do against the Bears last week. Amazing that David Montgomery outplayed him head to head. And it just looks like the rest of his guys kind of fell short. Bang Bang Jefferson did well. Robinson did well. Pretty much everybody did well. Mark Andrews. So there you go. What did you guys think about this game here?
Yeah, bang, bang, bang. Just all of his players showed up, and not all of, Drew's players showed up. So what can you do other than, you got in the playoffs and the championship games, every single one of your slots has to produce. And if you got slots that are putting up small numbers, then, it's hard to get that championship.
Yeah, Russell Wilson having a rough week compared to his normal doing led to that big score right there. That's a 20-point difference, 24 points. That's a player or two. So Kyler Murray went off against the Eagles as we expected. Just amazing. Just amazing. But yeah, like you said, you need all that help you can get.
Yeah, Kyler Murray put up 38 points. Jesus Christ. 406 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. What a fucking game. Excuse me, but man.
I mean, no kidding, though. That's whew. 2 quarterbacks putting up over 38 points is just does that. And on the Titans and the Cardinals, if you would have told us that a year or two ago, we wouldn't have believed you. So let's take a look and see who is playing Bang Bang Niner Gang for the championship. And it's what in the
hell? Let's go. Hell yeah.
Done. Why don't you guys go ahead and talk us through this one?
Yeah, it was a pretty good game. My running backs, like I predicted, came to play, but my wide receivers forgot that, it was playoffs, so they stayed home. So, just didn't get it done. But what in the hell? Great performance. Made more plays than we did.
Yeah, man.
DeAndre Hopkins right there.
Derrick Henry had me worried. I was really worried about that, but honestly, I mean, it was the games that were early for you. I can't remember what days they were. It was the Chargers game. Was it Thursday?
It was Monday,
They were-
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah,
Thursday, Friday.
been on some wacky days, man. So I think that had a big role in too, and how like your players just didn't really put up, man. The timing and the schedule, they just they weren't there to perform. Plus, some years were they were dealing with injuries too, man. It's tough.
Yeah, Keenan Allen, notable. Aaron Rodgers, only 14 points compared to Lamar Jackson here. That was a big shift in momentum.
Yeah, man, that was great.
And
Yeah,
Alvin Kamara able to get in there a couple times, really made it nice. Having Drew Brees back because Kamara suffered without Drew Brees in there. It almost seemed like.
Hey, was this the week where Lamar Jackson got like hurt and came back and scored that the touchdown on fourth? Or was that last week?
That was last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we all know he had to take a shit. No. No, the memes were great. Apparently he was cramping, but we know.
Yeah, man. Chris Carson had a tough time against Washington, which was honestly kind of foreseeable. They got Chase Young right there. You know what I mean? He didn't really do too well. I mean, he got 7 points, but I think Carlos Hyde ended up having a pretty big game that time too. It kind of goes back and forth the way Pete Carroll's running that offense, man. So it's a little like pick and choose. Plus, he's been dealing with that toe injury and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Man. DeAndre Hopkins, though, woo,
big game.
Oh yeah.
That man will get it done no matter who the quarterback is.
I mean, you got hands that big, and you can jump that high, and you can run that fast, and you can push people, just box them out. You're gonna get some catches, especially in the end zone.
Yes, sir.
I mean, arguably has to be tied for top 3 at least wide receivers in the league.
All right. Let's look forward a little bit to our next week matchups.
All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at our constellation bracket first. As predicted, the third time we got the husband versus the wife. And trying to make it a clean sweep here. 3-0. 3-0, baby. 3-0. So let's take a look at our matchups here. I do have a couple late waivers in. It'll be a nice little surprise there. But yeah, you got the Lions defense having to try to stop Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, Leonard Fournette. So I like that matchup there. But Tannehill, man, that's all I gotta say. That guy don't need to put up 40 points again. And if you guys can see this right here, it is very, very possible that Wednesday, Christian McCaffrey will be back at practice. If he practices, he can play. It only took till the last week of the season to get him back, but hey, late's better than never.
Why? So he can hurt his other shoulder? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, he'll have the whole off season because they are eliminated. Then you have David Montgomery against Jacksonville, which is a good matchup. So I see a few good matchups here. My tight end might make a little sneaky play there. We'll have to see what happens. But I expect a lot of these players to, do what they do and keep the momentum going. As for Big Mick Scott Lombardi, we got the usual suspects. All of the Green Bay Packers running backs. You have Tannehill. You have Cooks. Is Cooks playing?
Should.
What in the hell? Is Brandon Cooks playing this week?
Oh, dude. I hope so. I don't know that one.
Yeah, I couldn't remember how long ago and why he was out, but I know Fuller's out, and they didn't have their receivers against the Bears, so
Yeah, I know
wasn't kinda
Kiki
sure.
Coutie's been holding it down, and a couple other receivers I'm really not familiar with at all.
Yeah.
We're hurting.
So this will be an interesting. Who you guys got in this one?
I'm gonna take the host at Bose, getting it done with the run game. Feel like the running backs are really, especially if Christian McCaffrey plays, and then you got a real shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I gotta say the host at Bose is gonna be the one that gets it done.
I gotta say, I also got the edge in the wide receivers as well. I trust Allen Robinson heck of a lot more than Cook, just on being the true number one wide receiver. They force feed Robinson, and that's always helpful. Robbie Anderson, we'll have to see. I might have to switch him out.
Your defense is gonna eat.
Oh yeah, they're projected to get 6 points against Jacksonville.
Yeah, I feel like the defensive projections are always just off.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure the Bears are going to get a few sacks at least. All right. So then we have the 831 Marmadens taking on Mariota Had a Little Lamb. And this one's going to be interesting. This one's going to be another shootout, but for some reason it seems that 831 Marmadens just forgot how to get over 100 points towards the end of the season here. And Mariota Had a Little Lamb has been getting well over 100 points, it seems like. So with the hotter team, he's got a good replacement for Carr. So I'm going to have to take Mariota Had a Little Lamb in this one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take Mariota Had a Little Lamb too. I think that he's just been putting up a lot of numbers, and 831 hasn't. 831's players have been, I don't know what's going on. They were doing solid, and then they just kind of kept scoring lower and lower each week. So I don't really see that trend changing for this next week, for this final week. So I'm gonna take Mariota Had a Little Lamb.
Man, I gotta go 831.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go 831. I don't think Mariota Had a Little Lamb's gonna be able to do it. I mean, I'm looking at this man's bench, and he's got Frank Gore sitting right there, and you got to be real desperate. You got Frank Gore on your bench, man. I don't see a replacement for Derek Carr. He doesn't have anybody. Oh, he's got Winston, but he's on the COVID list. So I'm guessing he's gonna come back, but I don't see him. I don't know, man. I'm going 831. I think. I don't say Edwards-Helaire as long as he sets his lineup. I know Edwards-Helaire is doubtful.
And Julio Jones has been getting 0 points like every single week.
But he's got Le'Veon Bell right there too to throw in. Was that Tyler Boyd? Kareem Hunt too. He can throw in instead of them. Patriots against Buffalo, definitely keeping them on the bench. I don't know. I'm going 831. Ryan Woods against Seattle. That's a tough one.
Yeah. This is going to be an interesting matchup. It's let's see if anybody throws in some last second changes and
I see Mahomes taking them there. Mahomes is definitely going to take them to the victory. Yep. Let's go 831. Prove me right.
Prove them right. Let's go. All right, so let's move on to our championship bracket. We will start with the For third and fourth place, we have Bravehearts versus the Yaga Man, and what should be an exciting matchup here. Why don't you talk us through it, Yaga Man?
Yeah, this one's gonna be a close game. My receivers are kind of in a bad spot. Michael Thomas went to IR. Keenan Allen's injured, so I'm kind of using the two receivers that I have right now. Other than that, all my matchups look pretty good. They look ready to go, and we're trying to claim that bronze medal. So I think that we'll be able to outlast Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf, and it's some of these weapons that True Yaga has.
Yeah, Delvin Cook versus New Orleans. That's an interesting one. Delvin Cook always eats. Yeah, Russell Wilson, Metcalf, and the Seahawks have just lost their touch. I don't know what's going on with them. Like you said, it just kind of seems like week to week they're just kind of a different team now.
Tough matchup with the Rams.
Which I don't know if we want to talk about the Rams. Did the Rams end up winning?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh no, they lost.
Gave the Jets their first win. Oh my goodness.
Jets going around screwing up their first round draft pick.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
So this will be interesting. Who do you guys got in this one?
I'm taking Yaga Man, getting it done behind that run game. Derrick Henry, Miles Sanders, Austin Eckler are going to be able to get it done this week.
I feel Henry and Cook are going to cancel each other out. So then it's going to come down to Eckler. Yeah, and with the LA's running back, they got like 3 running backs. So, it's going to be do or die by that running back spot and who gets the touchdown. Probably Malcolm Brown. But, yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards the Yaga Man. He's been putting up more points of late. Hey, one bad week, and I feel that your players are ready to shake that off.
Yeah, I'm going Yaga Man as well.
Yeah, come on.
Yo, dumbass, ass and ass.
Oh man, no, I'm definitely going him though. I think Rodgers is gonna have a good game. Henry's gonna have a good game. We got Thielen against New Orleans pass defense. Be interesting. Cooper against Philly's pass defense. Miles Sanders against Dallas. I mean, I think your players are you're definitely gonna make the right moves. Might even think about Goddard over Ingram. I don't know. That's a close one. Herbert in Denver too. Yeah.
So I gotta figure out that situation.
Yeah, Mike Evans, Gronk, and Delvin Cook seem to be the ones to worry about. I mean, Metcalf can go off for 30, but it just seems like he hasn't been doing it of late. Russell Wilson's really spreading that ball around. That's why I had to take Lockett out a few games.
I don't think he's going to be able to do that against the Rams. I don't see it happening.
I mean, Flacco did it, so we'll see. Oh, no. Sam Darnold came back. I think that's why the Jets won. So interesting. This is going to be a good matchup here. Well, let's get to the moment we've all been waiting for. The championship.
It's time.
And it's an all Jeremy S. Bowl this winter. We got what in the hell? We got Bang Bang Niner Gang. We got Jeremy Sapawaga versus Jeremy Scott. And what should be an epic conclusion to the end of the year. Ooh.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be a shootout. You got Lamar Jackson. You got Kyler Murray. So why don't you go ahead and talk us through this one?
Oh, well, I think both quarterbacks are going to have a day. I mean, Jackson's going against the Giants. You got Murray going against the Niners defense. I think they're both going to have a good day. Then you got Chubb against the Jets. Kamara versus the Vikings. Man, I don't know. This is going to be close. I honestly haven't even really looked at it really until now.
Well,
Yeah.
Robinson, not only is he questionable, he is going against that Bears defense.
Here's my game plan and my strategy. What's going to happen is Kyler Murray is going to throw most of those touchdowns to Hopkins. And it's just going to cancel each other out, and that's going to give me the ultimate advantage.
Oh, yeah. Then you have Steelers defense against Indianapolis and the Ravens defense versus the Giants. I think I like the Giants matchup better here. This is gonna be a doozy, folks.
This is a good championship matchup.
We got
Steelers
AJ
defense against
Brown.
Indy. Yeah, Devontae
Andrews.
Adams is what really worries me. I'm hoping Hopkins can cancel out Adams. Because, I mean, Devontae Adams, man, talk about a season.
Then Justin Jefferson, too. That guy goes consistently putting up rookie over 1,000 yards receiving this year. So, this is gonna be good.
I'm definitely going to look into a different tight end. Ebron put up no points last week, and he's questionable. He got hurt, so I'm hurting in that area right now. I know he's got Mark Andrews going against the Giants. It's tough.
12 points probably, at least, I'd say. Anything less than that, I'd be surprised out of Mark Andrews this week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you just got to find a good substitute for tight end. You find a good one, and I think what in the hell could take this game? Man, this one's going to be like 140 to 141.
Yeah, this one's going to be a close game, but I'm pulling for what in the hell here. I think he's going to get it done. I think that the wide receivers and even at the quarterback's just going to be able to put up a few more points than bang bang, and that's what's going to make the difference is that wide receiver position and that quarterback position by a couple points.
Oh yeah, that'll give some breathing room to the defense and tight end positions, which could be the swing. So,
Yep, I'm itching for that gold. Itching for that gold.
All right, my pick's the tie. We're gonna cut the belt in half.
Yo, how wild would that be? It'd probably go off of who had the most points during the season, huh?
I
Yeah,
predict
they're
predict Jeremy S is gonna win.
Let's go.
100% chance that Jeremy's winning this year. So,
either way, my name goes on the plaque. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. At least the first how would spell your name? J-E-R.
All right, man.
Yeah,
But
first 7.
I'm real excited just because this is the trilogy, man. He got me earlier in the season. I got him the last time we faced, and now this is really gonna just tear off that little tiebreaker we got. You know, like I'm excited, man. For all the marbles, exactly. Congrats to him, though, man. He came back. He had a rough start to the season. He had injuries, and he just wasn't looking good. Dude grinded and came back, and now he's looking at me in the championship round. This is intense. Both 9-5. Like, we've had very similar seasons.
Oh yeah. I mean, Yagaman was right there at 9-5 with you guys too.
Exactly.
It's just that's how close it was. A 3-way tie for first place if you don't count the tiebreakers. So it's like, man, what a season for all of y'all. Oh, so with that being said, we got our championship match, our Super Bowl. We got our constellation brackets all lined up. So it should be one more good, exciting week to end it with a bang. Bang. Niner gang versus what in the hell?
Yeah.
Well, other than that, does anybody have any closing comments?
I just wanted to thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate all the feedback. We appreciate, building this community with you guys, as well as, hope you all did well in your fantasy leagues. Hope you're in the championship Sunday. Hope you got your shot at the belt. There's nothing better than winning that belt. So to all of you who are in the playoffs, who are still in that Super Bowl hunt, congratulations and good luck.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I'd also like to thank everybody for tuning in, listening. Helps a lot. Subbing, subscribing, liking, doing all that fun stuff. I will say this was a very fun season, and I am highly looking forward to the next season. That see what we can produce and what kind of new segments we bring along into this podcast. Man, it's going to be a lot of fun, exciting. I hope a lot of people that just tuned in for our first season continues on to our second, man. And congrats to Jeremy S on the other side, and I hope best man win at this point.
Let the best Jeremy win.
Yeah. Battle of the Jeremys, man. It's gonna be wild.
And just piggybacking off of what Jeremy said there, it's you guys that and ladies that all listen to us, and just you made it that much funner for us. You made us want to go extra, go above, go beyond, and do this for you. And now we're going to have a long off season where we could think of new things where we can add in, and maybe we'll get little stipulations and things for people who score the lowest points of the week, and little just little fun things. We got plenty of time to think about. So we just love and appreciate all the support and all the dedication you put into our league. And we're glad that if we could give you some kind of fantasy advice or knowledge, it was all worth it. So want to thank everybody who tuned in again, and make sure you catch next week for the conclusion of what has been an exciting season. So with that being said, thank you. And we will see you next week for the result of the championship week of the Scott Sportscast League. Until then, Das Vendañas, comrades.